Hello guys, welcome to the Parrot Sisters YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. If you're a new subscriber, welcome, and you're in the right place. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking. Thank you for always coming back. We love you so much. Yeah, and in our video today I will be doing a very interesting tutorial of how to use fluffy kinky hair to weave. So I will be using it, I will be crocheting it on my African mother's hair. So as you can see right here, I'm detangling the fluffy kinky. Now they are normally made in a certain way, so for you to crochet them you need to detangle them, and there is a way you should do that so that they don't tie knots, you know, so that they detangle easily. Although there are people who usually crochet it as a whole, just the way it is, but then sometimes that one is a bit painful, you know, because the strands are quite thick. So I started by detangling them just the way you can see here. It took some time. Yeah, it took some time, and as you can see, I'm using color 30, and I will also be using a few strands of color 1. Yeah. So the good thing with fluffy kinky, it is the kind of hair that you can use to achieve very many hairstyles. For instance, like in this case, you can use it, you can crochet it so that it looks like a weave. You can also use it to braid. You can braid it so that they look just like the normal braids. You can also twist using it. You can also make the natural locks using it. So it is a very nice kind of hair, you know. Yeah, and it's quite affordable. I think you can get a packet at 400 shillings. Yeah, and 2 packets are always enough, because once you detangle them, you realize that they produce quite a large bulk. So guys, this is my African mother here. So you all know that the African hair is a bit kinky. So for you to be able to plait it, the first thing that you need to do after washing it is straighten it with a blow dry. So I started by washing her hair and treating it, and then I straightened it using a blow drying machine. And then once the hair was a bit straight, just the way you can see it, I then started plaiting on it. And when you're straightening, it is good not to overdo it. You just do it to a certain degree, so that the lines will hold, you know, so that the hairstyle will last. Because if you straighten it too much, the lines will not be very intact, so they are likely to run off easily. So guys, that is me there plaiting the lines. You all know that before you crochet, you need to plait the lines, and the lines need not be too tight, so that whoever you're plaiting does not feel pain as you crochet, or as you crochet the hair. Okay, so we are done with our first strand there. So I kept on doing that. I plaited plain lines all the way to the other end, and as you can see, I am beginning from the front of her head to the back. No, you know, she just needed a very simple hairstyle, so we just did a very simple hairstyle, whereby I just plaited the lines going backwards, you know, and then now I went ahead to do the crocheting. So guys, that is me there plaiting my lines. I don't know how you do it. Some people say that I am left-handed. I don't know. Yeah, with these lines, I think everybody has their own way of plaiting them. So this is my way. Yeah, so I used the help of a few strands just to make the lines a little bit thick and tight, you know, because if I just plaited her normal hair without the strands of the fluffy kinky, I realized that the lines might not be thick enough, and they might also not be intact, you know. They might end up being too loose. Yeah. As you can see, we were they are telling stories, you know, as girls with our mothers. Yeah, we are always very close, and we always have stories to talk about. So the stories kept us going as we plaited the hair. once I was done, this was the outcome. So as you can see, the lines are not too squeezed, yeah, and the white hairs are setting in. Maybe you guys can advise me on how to do away with that white color, or maybe we just have to accept that the white hair has set in and move on with life, you know. Yeah. But you know, the thing with white hair, it doesn't mean that someone has now become too old. Yeah, I have even seen very young girls with white hair. So in some families, the white hair is, do we say it is hereditary, or do we say it's genetic? I don't know. But that's my mother there. So once I was done with the lines, I started now crocheting, and I was very keen not to hurt her. Remember, the lines are a bit tight at this point. So when crocheting, I was very careful. I was very careful not to hurt her, you know. Nobody wants the kind of hairstyle that leaves their head hurting or their head throbbing with pain, you know. You need also to feel comfortable. Yeah. So guys, this is how I crocheted. So you see, the fluffy kinky is a bit rough, so it's not the kind of hair that you need to lock twice or thrice. If you just lock once, then you're good to go. They are not likely to come out. Yeah, as you can see. And I ensured that one side was a bit long than the other side, so that we could achieve the kind of length that she can tie with a hairband anytime she needs to tie. We didn't want the kind of length that would only allow her to have the hair hanging, you know. We needed the kind of length that she could tie whenever she wants to and release whenever she wants to. So I started from one side, going all the way to the other side. As you can see right there. And I ensured that I didn't leave a very large space between the strands, you know, because remember, it needs to look like a weave. So if I had left spaces, now the hair would not look nice, you know. And remember, the hair also needs to cover those gaps between the lines. Yeah. But at the same time, I ensured that I didn't overload her head so that she would go feeling too much heat, you know, so that she didn't have to feel uncomfortable. So the hair needs to be bulky but light at the same time, you know. Yeah. So guys, I did this step by step, line by line, and I also included the color one at a few parts, you know. Like, I didn't have much of it. I needed it just to decorate a little bit, so I just added it here and there, yeah, to achieve a very nice look that you will see towards the end of the video. You all know that crocheting can be quite painful at times, especially at the beginning there, you know. yeah, it's usually painful, so someone needs to be very very careful not to hurt their clients. And as you can see, I'm using a very thin crochet hook. Now with this kind of hairstyle, it's necessary to use the kind of crochet that is nice, you know, to work with. Don't use one that is too thick at the tip, so that now you have to hurt your client as it passes under the lines. You know, you need to find something that is friendly, you know, something that is not going to hurt. And then with these strands, you need to ensure that they are of a good size. You know, don't use strands that are too thick, because if they are too thick, then you're likely to hurt your client. So I ensured that they were a bit thin, so that my mother would not hurt as I pulled them through the lines. So guys, I kept doing that until I got to fill the front of her head. And then because I wanted to achieve the kind of look where there is a little space, you know, like a little space on the left side. So I made sure that I have filled the right side to a large extent. As you can see here, I am done filling the right side. Now because I needed to achieve a small space right here, right there, I now moved to the other side. Yeah, I moved to the left side and started now crocheting from there. And again, I started from the first line, filled it up, and followed that procedure till I was crocheting on the last line. So guys, I also ensured that I have added some color one on this side as well. So guys, here is the space that I was talking about. I hope you can all see it. And then after that, now I went ahead to fill in the remaining parts of her head. Yeah, I ensured that I have filled up all the parts so that her hair would look very nice. And that is what I'm doing. I'm doing here, guys. Yeah. And I ensured that I have crocheted all the strands that I had. Yeah, then once I was done, I combed through the fluffy kinky with my fingers just to bring out the loose strands, you know, after which I trimmed using a pair of scissors. Yeah, and the hair looked really nice. So guys, yeah, I did the trimming. And this here is my mama looking so cute, you know. She's looking so cute. And she has never had this kind of hairstyle on her head. She's used to simpler hairstyles and lighter hairstyles and less bulky hairstyles, but still she looks nice, right? Now you can all see how the color 30 has blended in with the color 1. Yeah, we achieved a very nice look. And the good thing with this hairstyle, you can have it hanging like the way it's hanging here, or you can tie it at the end using a hairband. And this kind of hairstyle is very nice because even if you're going to work, You don't have to waste your time combing. Yeah, I moved to the left side and started now crocheting from there. And again, I started from the first line, filled it up, and followed that procedure till I was crocheting on the last line. So guys, I also ensured that I have added some color one on this side as well. Guys, here is the space that I was talking about. I hope you can all see it. And then after that, now I went ahead to fill in the remaining parts of her head. Yeah, I ensured that I have filled up all the parts so that her hair would look very nice, and that is what I'm doing here, guys. Yeah, and I ensured that I have crocheted all the strands that I had. once I was done, I combed through the fluffy kinky with my fingers just to bring out the loose strands, you know, after which I trimmed using a pair of scissors. I combed through the fluffy kinky with my fingers just to bring out the loose strands, you know, after which I trimmed using a pair of scissors. The hair looked really nice. So guys, yeah, I did the trimming, and this here is my mama looking so cute, you know. She's looking so cute, and she has never had this kind of hairstyle on her head. She's used to simpler hairstyles and lighter hairstyles and less bulky hairstyles, but still she looks nice, right? Now you can all see how the color 30 has blended in with the color 1. Yeah, we achieved a very nice look. And the good thing with this hairstyle, you can have it hanging like the way it's hanging here, or you can tie it at the end using a hairband. And this kind of hairstyle is very nice because even if you're going to work, you don't have to waste your time combing. All you need to do is just run your fingers through spray and just leave, you know. So guys, I decided to treat her to some nice hairspray from Anto Hair Arts. It's a very nice spray. It's called the hot oil hairspray. I normally use it on my scalp, and it's very nice. It controls dandruff. It ensures that your skin is oily. It smells really nice, and I would recommend everybody who loves their hair to use it on their hair because it is so nice. Yeah, so I sprayed some of it on her scalp and also a little bit on the fluffy kinky just to make it shiny. And the outcome was really nice, you know. She was happy because the spray itself produces a very nice smell, and it cools your skin, you know. When you get your hair plaited and then you spray it on your hair, on your scalp, you just feel nice, you know. Yeah, and guys, that is our final look. My mama looks very nice, right? What do you think of this hairstyle, guys? Let me get a comment down below. Do you think it looks nice on my mama? What do you think? Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.